The Grand Blackwood Theatre. Once a beacon of entertainment and joy, it now stands as a silent witness to the passage of time. A relic of a bygone era, its grandeur now faded, but its stories still echo within its walls. The facade, once gleaming with lights and laughter, now bears the scars of neglect and abandonment. Once a palace of dreams, now a decaying monument to forgotten memories. Dust-covered velvet seats, once plush and inviting, now sit in eerie silence. Tattered screens that once showcased the magic of cinema now hang in disrepair, whispering tales of the past. The air is thick with the scent of mildew and time, a testament to the years that have passed since the last audience filled its halls. Dust particles dance in the beams of light that filter through broken windows, creating an almost ethereal atmosphere. The Grand Blackwood had been closed for decades, deemed unsafe by modern standards. Its entrance, once welcoming, is now boarded up, adorned with warning signs that deter the faint-hearted. Yet, whispers of its haunted past drew curious souls, those brave enough to venture into its darkened corridors. They come, seeking the thrill of the unknown, hoping to catch a glimpse of the supernatural. Legends spoke of a Phantom Projectionist, forever bound to the theatre. A figure shrouded in mystery, said to appear in the projection booth, tirelessly working the reels of films long forgotten. A tragic figure, forever seeking an audience. His story, one of unfulfilled dreams and eternal longing, adds to the eerie allure of the Grand Blackwood. Some say they have seen his ghostly figure, a sad silhouette against the backdrop of the decaying theatre, forever waiting for the applause that will never come. The walls of the theatre are lined with old movie posters, faded and torn, each one a reminder of the golden age of cinema. They tell the story of a time when the Grand Blackwood was the heart of the community, a place where dreams were born and memories were made. In the projection room, old film reels lie rusting, covered in dust. These reels, once the lifeblood of the theatre, now sit forgotten, relics of a time when the magic of the movies brought joy to countless faces. The Grand Blackwood stands as a testament to the passage of time, a place where the past and present collide. It is a haunting reminder of what once was and what could have been. For those who dare to enter, it offers a glimpse into a world long forgotten, a world where dreams and reality intertwine. Four friends, united by their love for the macabre, stood before the theatre's rusted gates. Liam, the fearless leader, Emily, the skeptic, Ben, the nervous one, and Chloe, the adventurous soul. Each had their own reasons for being here, but they all shared a common goal: to uncover the secrets hidden within the abandoned theatre. Chloe, with her insatiable curiosity, had always been drawn to places with a dark history. She had heard countless tales of the theatre's haunted past and was eager to experience it firsthand. Her excitement was palpable, and it was contagious. The group had spent weeks preparing for this night. They had gathered every piece of information they could find about the theatre. Stories of ghostly apparitions, strange noises, and unexplained events filled their minds. They shared these tales with each other, fueling their anticipation and fear. As they approached the building, the air grew colder, and an eerie silence enveloped them. The once grand theatre now stood as a decaying monument to a forgotten era. Its walls, covered in ivy and graffiti, seemed to whisper secrets of the past. The friends exchanged nervous glances but pressed on, driven by their desire for adventure. Armed with flashlights and a healthy dose of skepticism, they slipped through the unlocked gates. The creaking of the gate echoed through the night, sending shivers down their spines. Inside, the darkness was almost tangible, wrapping around them like a thick fog. They moved cautiously, their flashlights cutting through the gloom, revealing glimpses of the theatre's once opulent interior. Every step they took was filled with a mix of fear and excitement as they ventured deeper into the unknown. Inside, the air grew colder. The only light came from their flickering beams, dancing across faded movie posters. They found the generator room, its ancient machinery groaning back to life. As the projector flickered on, casting an eerie glow on the dusty screen, they heard it, a soft whisper carried on the wind, a name, Emily. Emily shivered. Coincidence, perhaps? The movie started. The whirring of the old projector filled the room, a nostalgic sound that transported the audience back in time. The screen flickered to life, casting an eerie glow over the expectant faces. A grainy black and white horror film. The images were haunting, a stark contrast to the modern polished films they were used to. The film's age only added to its unsettling nature, making every creak and groan of the soundtrack feel more real. As the on-screen tension built, so did the unease in the theatre. The temperature plummeted, and a cold mist seemed to seep into the room, wrapping around the audience like a ghostly shroud. They huddled in their seats, eyes wide, breaths shallow. Shadows danced at the edge of their vision. The flickering light from the screen cast long, eerie shadows that seemed to move with a life of their own. Whispers filled the air, indistinct and chilling, as if the shadows themselves were speaking. Then the film began to mimic their reality. Characters on screen mirrored the audience's actions, creating a disorienting sense of déjà vu. It was as if the boundary between the real and the real was dissolving, pulling them into the film's nightmarish world. A door slammed shut on screen. The sound was deafening, echoing through the theatre and making everyone jump. It was a pivotal moment in the film, a harbinger of the horrors to come. The same happened in the theatre. The heavy door at the back of the room slammed shut with a force that shook the walls. Panic rippled through the audience as they realized they were trapped, just like the characters on screen. Their laughter died in their throats. What had started as a fun, nostalgic experience had turned into a living nightmare. Faces that had been lit with amusement were now contorted with fear, eyes darting around the room, searching for an escape. This was no longer a game. The theatre, once a place of joy and entertainment, had become a trap. The air was thick with dread, and the once comforting darkness now felt oppressive and suffocating. They were no longer just spectators, they were part of the horror. A figure flickered into existence in the projection booth. Tall, gaunt, with eyes that glowed an eerie green. The Phantom Projectionist. He turned, his gaze fixed on the terrified friends. Panic surged through them. They were trapped, the theatre doors suddenly locked. The only way out? Finish the film, but at what cost? They watched in terror as the film unspooled, each scene mirroring their own predicament. The characters were trapped, stalked by an unseen force. Their fear was palpable. The air grew thick with dread. The temperature continued to drop. The friends huddled together, their courage waning with each passing moment. They had to escape, but how? Liam, ever the leader, came up with a plan. They would fight back, disrupt the projector, break the link between the film and their reality. It was a long shot, but their only hope. As Ben and Chloe distracted the Phantom Projectionist with their flashlights, Liam and Emily made their way towards the projection booth, their hearts pounding in their chests. Liam, wrench in hand, smashed the projector. The film flickered and died. The theatre plunged into darkness. A gut-wrenching scream echoed through the darkness. Then silence. They fumbled for their flashlights, their beams cutting through the darkness. The Phantom Projectionist was gone. The doors unlocked. Had they escaped the curse of the Grand Blackwood? They fled into the night, the chilling events forever etched in their minds. The Grand Blackwood stood silent, a tomb of secrets once more. But some say on a quiet night, if you listen closely, you can still hear the whirring of a projector and the faint echo of a ghostly audience, forever captivated by the show that must go on.